So um, I'm finishing off right where I started. Um, I got some snacks with me. In case I get scared, I'm going to mute myself so you don't guys don't hear me crunching. Um, I'm gonna do this a little differently. I'm gonna watch the whole thing first without any pauses, and then I'll go back and review some parts. Yeah. So you guys don't be like, oh my god, can you just watch the whole thing? Like, stop pausing. I just want to watch it. Um. So yeah, and I'm going to do some other things too, like fix this fucking thing up, add some more shit. Uh, I'm gonna to the stream, make it more interactive, stuff like that. So it's just not fucking boring, pathetic. Like what kind of man does this shit? Like what kind of streamer would just like have a basic ass fucking stream like this? Like it's just like, anyways.
Startle prey into cornering themselves. Once a human is in place, it will swiftly attack and kill the helpless target. The next stage of the mimic's life cycle has two potential morphs it may develop into. If a mimic has a consistent supply of food, it will develop more human-like features. It will grow skin, hair, and by the end will look nearly identical to a human being. It now can blend entirely into civilization and lure other humans more effectively. The second type of morph happens when a mimic receives an overabundance of food. It will grow into a larger, more evolved hunter. Its proportions will increase in length, and its humanoid features will fade away. It grows a thick, dark coating of a flexible skin, which is highly durable, and increases in strength the more the elder mimic consumes. This excludes the face, which is now coated in a pale pink skin. The mimic's teeth have also moved deeper into the mimic's throat, leaving its mouth a toothless grin. It uses the dark hue of its skin to hide seamlessly within a dark environment. Its skills have also been heightened. This makes an elder mimic one of the most efficient predators on the planet. Because of the obvious threat this poses on humanity, nations around the world have released instructions on how to be able to fend for yourself in a mimic encounter. Here are the instructions.
1. Avoid going out alone if your location is known to have mimics, or there have been mimic sightings. 2. If you encounter a stationary mimic, seemingly unfazed by your presence, quietly leave the location and alert your local authorities. 3. If pursued by a mimic, get yourself into a position where you are able to flee. Mimics will rarely attack if a person has a clear escape route. 4. In the event that you have been cornered by a mimic, roll into the fetal position, protecting your neck, face, and vital organs from attack. Make as much noise as you can to alert any other people. 5. If you have a weapon, do not use it. A mimic is fairly resilient, and any strikes or shots on a mimic is not effective enough to bring it down in time. Instead, use it as a barrier between you and the mimic to block any attacks. 6. In a situation where a mimic is hunting in the immediate area, and is not aware of your position, hide somewhere low, like under a bed or behind other furniture. A mimic will not linger too long to search for prey, and will move on.
Be safe, and avoid any encounters with a mimic at all costs. Next up, the Harvester.
Holy shit. Okay. Obviously a lot to go over. I'm also gonna do what I did. Let's just go back to that. Like, Jesus, bro. I mean, look at that thing. Oh, fuck. I just got that. Yeah, it is fast, dude. Holy shit. And then this thing? Like, what the fuck? So we got this thing, too. No secret messages, though, as far as I'm aware. From where we watched that at. But we did get one here, so I think there's another piece of that story. Get slow.
Harvester.
Shit, okay. This is as clear as it's gonna get. Oh, hold on. So we got the Harvester. He slept on seemed like forever when changed and grew. The land around him changed and grew. It was unrecognizable from when the prince first arrived, but the sleep still needed time to heal the prince, much more time, but it kept the prince safe while he rested, guarding from the elements as the land changed. Interesting. And then, of course, we just get this last scene of, I guess, yes, the mimic chewing on this human, this guy. Oh, sorry, I don't mean to assume pronouns. It's probably, you know, it could be a girl, it could be they, you know. I can't do that shit. God. Oh, hold on. Normal. Yeah, I like the addition of the blood just splattering. It's creative. Yeah. Next one.
Once Human.
I don't care about Once Human. I played it and like I gave up because I got one part was like extremely hard.
Is genuinely one of the strangest games
I still have not encountered that thing though. I might re-download the game honestly. I could just do that really easily. You know, make a video on that instead of stream.
ever played, and they just reached out to sponsor this video.
Yeah, you can't kill that thing.
I think what makes this game so
It's just like a world event thing. I guess it always stays alive, gets you loot, whatever. All right. So yeah, we got this. Yeah, I might re-download the game, and make a video on that. Be so pretty interesting. And I'm gonna try and finish all this. What is this thing? Oh, I saw that on a wiki. Sorry, not a wiki. I don't know what it is. I can't learn about it now. But we have all this stuff we gotta watch. Alright. Harvesters. Oh, I'll meet myself.
The harvester. The harvester is a large, bulbous mass, with a large amount of tendrils spreading from the base. The bulb measures around 3 meters in height and 2 meters in diameter. The tendrils, on the other hand, can extend up to 150 meters in diameter horizontally. The harvester is a specialized form of crawl that grows in a unique and deadly way. A harvester is created when a node, that will grow into a harvester, instead of separating, continues to grow. Eventually, it will grow tendrils of its own. It uses the energy provided by its mother branch and expands its reach further, its tendrils, hidden just below the surface of the ground. The harvester is equipped with 2 types of specialized tendrils. The first type is bulky and flat. They lie the closest to the surface. These branches are lined on each length of the tendril with spines, extending in the shape of a bear trap. On each side of the branch, those particular spines have a vein that feed into them, that pump 2 types of venom. On one side, the spines can inject a neurotoxin, which will attack the nervous system of whomever it is injected into, causing sudden paralysis. The other side can inject an anticoagulant, which when injected, prevents blood cells from clotting. Whenever a large animal moves across the area armed with these tendrils, the branches will clamp onto the animal and thrash violently. Once the prey has been injected with both venoms, the tendrils will rest and the prey will immediately collapse. The animal will be unable to move due to the paralysis, and the wounds caused by the thrashing spines will not stop bleeding. All the prey can do is lie patiently, until succumbing to blood loss. Once the prey has bled out, the second type of tendrils come in. They lie below the spine equipped once. These branches are thick, but very sturdy. They share similar anatomy to the small branches of the crawl, equipped with organelle that absorbs nutrients. These tendrils sense the blood, and move their way to the surface and begin to absorb the vital fluid. Once the blood has been consumed, the tendrils will wrap around the body and begin to shuffle downwards. This movement loosens the soil and slowly pull the body underground. Once secure, the tendrils will continue to feed until there is nothing but scraps. The nourishment absorbed by the tendrils will be sucked back into the main bulb of the harvester. This bulb houses all the vital organs and the venom glands that pump into the spines. The nutrients are then converted into usable energy. The remains underground decompose, providing a rich soil, causing very prominent plant growth, which then attracts more animals. A strange behavior the harvester displays is its choice of diet. The spines will only activate on larger animals, allowing smaller ones to pass by unaffected. The spines will also not activate on some species of bird. There are a couple theories as to why this happens. One, it could be that attacking smaller animals would cost too much energy for what they get in return, making it not worth the time. Another, could be that smaller animals may attract larger animals or predators, allowing a safe place where prey may thrive, and lure more predators. It truly is astonishing. Although it is a spectacular creature, it is also very dangerous. The harvester is decently rare, only populating sparse areas in the northern hemisphere and woodland forests. If you are stung by a harvester, there will be no way of helping you, being that there is no cure, and fatality is 100% positive. The best thing you can do is avoid encountering a harvester in the first place. If you are hiking, take note of any warnings or signs saying that there are harvesters around. If you also notice an abundance of lush, ground-dwelling plants in a forested area, and there are no signs of wildlife, this is suspicious and you should leave the area, staying close to the base of large trees or rocks. If you find yourself in the middle of a harvester ground, do not panic. Sudden movements may activate the tendrils and will inject you. Although a harvester is rather forgiving, do not risk any skittish movements. Remain calm. If you have any objects with considerable heft, like coats, backpacks, or full water bottles, gently take that object and lightly toss it towards the bulb, and away from your escape route. This will activate the spines on where the object lands, distracting the bulb for a moment. You will then slowly begin to do wide shuffles away from the bulb. If possible, throw another object when you are certain you are a fair enough distance away, just to be safe. Continue until you are completely sure you are out of harm's way. You may come out unscathed, but don't be too obnoxious, or you will be a harvester's next meal. Next up is the host.
Okay, interesting. So we didn't get it at the end this time. We got that piece of information in the middle. I'm gonna have to find it really quick.
It could be a species of bird. There are a couple theories as to why this for what that's in woodland for a way of help, being that there is no cure.
Hold on. Boom.
And fatality is 100% possible.
Family attacked by harvesters while hiking. That's a lot of backlines. Authorities refused to handle the harvesters, only putting up warning signs and addresses to the public to be more careful. Is this? Alright. I'm curious to learn about this thing.
I used to
Host of influence.
dread high stakes meetings until I found a way to never miss a meeting detail again.
The host of influence. The host of influence, more commonly referred to as the host, has its name derived from a host who invites guests to an event. Not to be confused with a host, a harborer of parasites or disease. The host is a semi-humanoid looking organism. It has the structure of a head, torso, and arms. Other than this, it shares no other characteristics. The lower half of the host is comprised of a mass of fibrous tissue and tendrils that burrow into the ground to hold the host in place. Instead of skin, the host is covered in muscular tissue fibers, tendons, and veins. In some parts of the body are covered in a meaty plate, used to cover any large exposed areas, but allowing movement. The host's head has a smooth surface where the face should be, attached to a crooked neck, which houses a slit in the front used for feeding. On the host's back is a mound of pores. Protruding from these pores are hollow, hair-like structures, extending outwards. These hairs are barrels that release spores produced within host's body by being fired into the air. These spores are hazardous, so keep clear of them at all costs. Luckily, the host is rare, only found in North America. Obtaining info about the host is a very risky and daunting task. This is because of their rarity and of how dangerous it is to be up close to one. The spores released by a host is very dangerous when inhaled. A host will release a cloud of spores into the air, which will be picked up by wind and carried great distances. If an organism inhales the spores, the particles will find their way into the organism's brain and infect them. An infected organism will show no symptoms of infection right away, but a couple hours after infection the infected organism's behavior and thought process will change. The first symptoms that appear are restlessness, sluggish movement, numbness of joints, and lack of coordination. Then more serious symptoms appear over time. These include dizziness, migraines, impaired speech, and trembles. If you, or someone you know show these symptoms, contact poison control or emergency services. After a total of 6 to 7 hours after infection, the organism will cease all activities they were previously doing and begin to walk. The direction the infected will walk is towards the host whose spores have been inhaled by the infected individual. If the infected makes their way to the host, they will kneel down in front of it, expose their vital organs, and the host will promptly gut and remove those organs. The host will consume them and discard the leftover scraps. However, if an infected organism doesn't reach the host within a 36-hour span or is treated for their infection, the effects will wear off and return back to normal. If a host is unable to find prey or doesn't like its current location, it will unroot itself and move to a new location. Their scarce numbers and the hazard of being around one makes getting info about the host very daunting. All you need to currently know is that the host is extremely dangerous and should be avoided at all costs. Next, the monoliths.
All right. Stuff. Very interesting.
Monoliths.
Yeah, we gotta do this. Fuck, I missed it. Perfect. What the fuck? Although one day the critters found. Okay, this is not leaving off where we last were. I don't think. Although one day the critters found the cave while searching for food, they found the prince in trance and his healing sleep. The critters were so awestruck and enchanted by the prince's magic. Saw this before. No, that wasn't a glitch. There was yeah, that was just a recording of someone walking. That's interesting though. Alright, next one. quick fun fact. That ad that just played. Now I'm just assuming this, but for anyone who's ever watched Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse or Spider-Man Across Spider-Verse, whatever, or no, is it Into? Whatever it is. Well, no, I just said to say whatever that those movies. You know that for the Prowler theme, they used a trumpet, I'm sorry, elephant making a trumpet sound, like when it goes or whatever the fuck it is. They used the sound of that and like reversed it or something like that, which is crazy because it sounds so good too. Really interesting though. I think that's what they just used in that ad we just saw because it sounded like it. I don't know if it was interesting that other corporations and stuff like that are using it to make things. I'm gonna stop yapping now.
The monoliths. The monolith is a very new creature, only showing up in June of 1972, in the area of. There are only 7 monoliths, all of them located in a circular position, 1.5 kilometers in diameter. This ring of monoliths surrounds. The monolith is a Titanic-sized being, measuring roughly 120 meters in height. Each monolith has 2 trunk legs that are firmly embedded underground. The legs connect to a torso. The creature itself is made of hundreds of thousands of meaty strands, tightly woven together to form the structure. These strands end at the neck, fusing into a solid mass of hardened flesh in the shape of an upside-down triangle, with a hole in its center. On each side of the monolith where arms would be, there are dozens of long, rope-like appendages. These reach just barely to the ground. At the creature's feet, the strands go deep into the earth and extend horizontally a decent distance away. What the monoliths do is simply stand and do nothing. The only activity documented that the monoliths have done was in. During this period, they were extremely aggressive. When the group of were making their way to the city, the monolith that they had passes roared a deep bellow and swung its appendages at the team, completely wiping them out. When
Damn, can this guy stop fucking cursing? Like, holy shit. It was a boop, boop, boop. Like, damn, bro. Jesus. Fucking loudmouth.
military vehicles were dispatched. Once they got close enough to top the monolith, it roared another call, this time releasing an EMP blast, completely knocking the vehicles out in the vicinity. Finally, long-distance rockets were fired and struck the creature.
Okay, I'm just gonna mute because it's like, yeah, fuck, let's just do it, let's do it, let's do it. Holy shit.
Although damaged, it regenerated at great speed and resumed its stance unscathed. Eventually, The area has been fenced off and is now restricted to all.
Yeah,
Ever
that's gonna
since,
be out.
the monoliths stand silently. Now only a grand spectacle of awe and mystery, only adding more questions to these meat beings. And finally, the last creature on this list is marvelous and majestic world that
What?
exists today. It's as extraordinary to have such strange and mysterious beings appear all around us. Thank you for joining us on this journey of exploration and discovery of the lives of these living meat creatures.
Oh, that's a different ending. Anyways. That was weird. We got someone else, so I'm gonna slow it
And
down.
finally, the last creature on this list
Is a spear. Why does it like fucking Jack Black? This is a spear. This is an enderpearl.
is
Chicken jockey. Bro. Alright, can I please just get to the fucking thing? It pops up really fast though. So. Oh. That's interesting. Why is there a beep? There you are, you motherfucker. Who is this creature? Why are they here? Something themselves. Who is this creature? Who is this creature? Why are they here? Are they dangerous? A thought was brought. I can't read this shit. What if the creature could use its magic to help them? It may grow food or heal sickness. They continue to argue about the prince and his magic. At the end, the majority of the critters agreed that the prince was dangerous and should not be meddled with. Interesting. Fuck, it popped up twice, whatever.
marvelous and
We got the point. Yeah, I mentioned earlier too about this island not being here, and it showed when it said the location. Right there. See, there's a red dot. Very interesting. I'm gonna check this out really quick. 'Cause I don't know if it's
Here's
just
how
like,
the average
if it's just like everything put together, then I'm just gonna go on to the next thing.
man's life would change if he never saw an ad again. Day 1, he would install
creatures big and small have found ways to adapt
Oh wait, no, that's different. Singular.
and evolve
Oh, it's leading up to it. Okay.
to flourish in all types
I'm gonna see if there's any differences. If there isn't, I'm gonna skip to singularity.
of environments. From barren wastes to lush forests, life can be found. Earth has homed these creatures since the dawn of life itself. Only until very recently, things have changed. New life forms have appeared all around the globe and completely changing the balance of nature and what we know about evolution itself.
Yes.
That is why we, at National Living Meat Research,
I don't think that's what they're really called. Yeah, let's just go to it. The singularity. I'm just gonna take a picture of this really quick.
only adding more questions on this list is
Really glazing over them. Alright, the singularity. Verum Carnis. Singularity is an orb comprised of a dark, often with hints of luminous colors. Singularity is estimated to in diameter. The orb has several unique qualities that are not understood. Singular could be found.
the singularity is
Oh, it's reading it for me. Okay.
the orb comprised of a dark-colored mineral with hints of luminous colors within its core. The singularity is estimated to be 1 meter in diameter. The orb has several unique qualities that are not well understood. The singularity typically can be found suspended in air by an unseen force. There are also a variety of reading that have been documented coming from the orb itself. Various things like magnetic fields, energy signatures, and other pattern-like signals released by the singularity. The population of these creatures is unknown. Almost all info about the singularity is hidden or confiscated by officials. We were only able to receive one classified document about the singularity being held by marvelous and majestic world that exists
And we're back. Thank you for whatever the fuck that was.
today. It's as extraordinary
Interesting.
to have such strange and mysterious beings appear all around us. Thank you for joining us on this journey of exploration and discovery of the lives of these living meat creatures.
Interesting. That's all we get about the singularity. Alright. And then yeah, we get to that.
Don't raise dragons.
So obviously I'm watching a lot more videos now because I have a lot more time today. Don't raise dragons right. Don't raise dragons right. What?
Right off the bat. For new players, at the start of the game, don't rush to
Sorry, I just made me lose brain cells reading that sentence.
This could be the greatest discovery of the age.
Let this feeling in.
I won't, baby. I won't let this feeling end. Why do I sound like Trump? A little bit. I sound like him a little bit. Okay. Oh my god, iBook is gay.
Have any information of the whereabouts of...
Oh, I missed it. Oh.
Let this feeling in.
Have any...
Alright, he probably got killed, bro. Like, by the, fucking, you know. Oh, he's wanted. Hold on. Okay. Tell Productions. Interpol. Oh, so is it Interpol? Probably. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Date of birth: August 28th, 1968. Interesting. Date of birth: Canmore, Alberta. Oh wait, is that not America? Wait, I'm fucking stupid. It probably is in America, but it's just like the town, and then. Wait, no. There's no fucking state called Alberta. What am I talking about? Height. That. Wait. Holy shit! Yo, he's fucking skinny as shit. 64? Or no, wait, I mean, it's kilograms. Pounds, okay, wait, no, is this, I don't know. Build medium, hair black, eyes brown, complexion, medium, I don't know what that means. Sex, male, nationality, Canadian. Oh, he's in Canada. Yeah, that sounds like a Canadian thing. I want to learn more about Canada. Like, I literally know nothing about it. Saying blah 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 blah. Okay.
The information of the whereabouts of...
Yo, honestly, Vincent, just like you cooked, Loki. Like, if you're still alive, you cooked.
We make...
Be making a dish that has
Ew! What the fuck is that? Man, it looks like shit and cum mixed with cheese on top. What the fuck is that shit, bro? It's disgusting. Reminds me of that shit my friend ate during fucking, I don't know, whatever, like lunch. And fucking just had like, I mean, I know it's like, I think some people eat, but like he had beans on toast, then cheese. I think it was mayo or butter too, and then fucking strawberries. Like, ew, that is a terrible mix of food. How would you even eat that? Sorry, I'm just like, it's like a trigger for me. Holy shit.
recently gained a fair amount of popularity. Today's dish will be
Actually, now that I think about it, it looks like taco meat, and then I got the noodles, and then okay, I'm gonna let it talk and see what it is.
a cheesy crawl penne.
Okay, this is probably a normal thing. Cheese crawl.
To start off, these will be the ingredients you will need.
But they couldn't get an actual person to voice this though, because I feel like it'd be more, realistic. All I'm saying.
3 cups of penne pasta.
Okay, I know I said I wouldn't pause it and talk over it, but like I just have to, it would take too much time. I just have to input, I have to talk!
Roughly 3 cups worth of fresh crawl. Try to get a variety of sizes when you buy yours.
So yummy!
Or when you harvest them yourself. 1 cup of cheese. Half a cup of green
Cheese. No. Cheese.
onion. 1 teaspoon of salt. 2 tablespoons of Cajun spice. 2 tablespoons of parsley. 1 tablespoon of dill. 1 tablespoon of garlic. A pinch of pepper. And finally, the most crucial ingredient. Nutrier Company's newly released Flavor Enhancer. To bring out the richness of flavors within each and every meal. First, get a medium-sized pot and fill half of it with water.
Alright, I'm gonna point out, I'm learning about that too. That shit is important for later. Hold on to that.
Add a pinch of salt, which is used to help the pot come to a boil faster and help flavor the pasta. Then, set aside to boil. Grab your crawl and a sharp knife. Begin to cut the meat into a rough mince. Crawl is soft.
Okay, I'm gonna point it out. At this point, it's getting weird. I don't really think, because first of all, I don't know. I mean, I understand why they're wearing gloves, but like they're like wearing all black, and it's just like everything's covered in cloth. It just looks weird,
On the outside, but the interior has a surprising sturdiness.
Probably like a science corporation. The meat research thing.
Then, gather the meat and set aside.
I love my meat. Oh, I'm eating it so good. Sorry.
Mince the green onion into rough segments.
Yummers. She got the extra cream.
Take this mince and set aside as well. Next, grab your skillet and preheat with along some oil. Take your minced crawl and spread it evenly across the skillet.
Looks so good.
Stir occasionally until crisp and brown. As your water reaches a boil, add your penne and stir occasionally.
It's so fake. Oh my god. Dude, I can see the fucking. I can fucking see it. Look.
Cook until soft.
Look at the point.
At this time, your crawl will be brown and crisp.
Bro, they just changed the fucking taco meat.
Add your.
What's that have anything to say with, dude? That does not look crisp at all. It looks even more raw, like bro.
Minced green onion and then the spices. Mix well. Once your pasta is finished cooking, strain it. Lay your cooked penne evenly into your dish.
Oh, wait, hold on, we got
evenly into your dish.
See, they have a fucking mask on. Look, it's a fucking gas mask, dude. Like, this isn't normal. This is some sort of, like, science lab, some shit like that. I don't know.
Then add the crawl topping.
Bro, can you not fucking get it out? It's not that hard. Second of all, you are not, like, who taught you how to cook, bro? Like, it's not, like, appetizing at all. I would not eat that shit.
Sprinkle a generous amount of cheese along the still warm crawl for it to melt. At this point, finish preparing the dish with your flavor enhancer.
You do not need much cheese. You do not need that much cheese, bro. Also, what the fuck happened to the guitar?
But allow your dish to cool to a temperature below 60 degrees Celsius, or else...
Okay, that was weird. Now it's back to normal.
The enhancer will not work. And now, you may serve and enjoy.
Alright, hold on. I'm gonna... Is there anything else, or is it just gonna be like a fucking black screen? Oh wait, no, there's actually something there. What is that? So, oh! Yay! My story! Ah! But I missed it! Hold on. No, fuck you. Alright, we got this, guys. Alright, bro, come on. Although the other critters ignored the rest of their fellow kind, Instead, they secretly visited the Sunbrings there. They snuck what little food they had and carefully fed it to the prince, greatly hastening their recovery. Interesting. Wait, this is Raid Shadow Legends? I did not pay attention to this first time I saw this ad before. Hold on, I gotta watch this really quick. Wait, what the fuck is Alice? Alice fucking. Okay, hold on.
This wretched place. It won't let me live or die.
Sorry, I'm just cleaning off the shit on my mouse.
In this world, I've died 1,000 deaths. But each one made me stronger, better. And when the time was right, I sacrificed the old Alice so I could be reborn.
And that's when I knew that, and that's when I finally got plot armor. So my character design got better. Like, I wish it worked like that.
As for my captor, poor thing. Imagine building the perfect cage, only to find yourself locked in it with me.
First of all, how did I build lock in? Second of all, what did I do to my boy? Why is it? What the heck? Cerberus looking. No, okay, there's 3 heads, but still, like, bro.
If I'm bound to stay here until the end of time, I better make myself comfortable.
Download Raid and get the legendary Alice for free.
Okay, I'm gonna admit though, that actually looks pretty cool.
Many people get pets for companionship. They form bonds and grow.
Man, I don't want no trimming as a pet, bro. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a quick break for watching this. Yeah. Okay, so I'm actually gonna finish watching. Actually, no. Yeah, I can continue this another time. No, I don't want to waste too much. I can split it up. Personally, do not watch this yourself. Like, do not spoil it, bro. Like, don't do that. Because you spoil it for yourself. You spoil it for me. It hurts. So don't fucking do that. Thank you. To whoever's watching this, I guess. I don't know. I don't even know who's watching. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Oh, that was terrible. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Who's watching? Anyways, bye.